Good morning. Good morning. Hi, everybody. It's me, Donna Vee, and today is Friday, right? It's Friday. Wow. Friday, August 21st. I am so excited to be here today. And today we have a special event. We are still doing color theory. Yes, I'm so excited. We're going to learn about colors today. And then we're on Sunday. That's what we're. Oh, Yogi. Hello. Would you like to join us? Come on. Yogi loves color theory. What does that even mean? It sounds so like, ooh, color theory. Come here, buddy. It just means we're going to learn about colors. Right, Yogi? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? Tell them. Green. Because he's a Jets fan. Okay, you're going to go over here. And then let's see if he's going to walk this way again. He might just go lay down. I don't know. My name is Donna Vee. I'm here every day from 10 to 11. Friday is my last day of the week live. Tomorrow I go to work. So it is then a repeat. So Sunday through Friday, I am live 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And we normally pick out a letter. We talk about what it might stand for. And we also do lots of other fun things like healthy habits, arm circles. Yeah, we start with stretching here. Why? Because it's really important when you wake up to do just a really few things that create healthy habits every day. Like wake up and be grateful. Gratitude can change your attitude. Then we go and we take a shower or we wash our face, freshen up, and don't forget, brush your teeth. These are the most important parts of your smile. They're hidden underneath the mask because that's something you should be wearing when you go outside. But definitely brush your teeth. And then good morning, good evening, Tarun, all the way from India. How are you? Another really important healthy habit is drinking lots and lots of water. It's so good for your body. It really is. And you know what the largest organ is on your body? Your skin. And it's so good for your skin. Hydration is amazing. Now, good morning, Aunt Cecilia. Good morning, Nancy. Yes. You learned that drinking water is so good for you, or did you learn color theory? Because today I got my sketch pad out and some markers, and I'm so excited to talk about it. Yeah, because it can make your coloring experience that much better. So let's first start out with some arm circles. Thank you, Dawn. Good morning. Yes, we're going to do some arm circles. We're going to warm up. And like I always say, even if you have to sit in a chair, you can stretch. But if you can't, because maybe you can't, maybe you have a physical disability, then what do we stretch? Our imagination. I like to do some circles with my neck rolls. Some days it sounds like a potato chip bag crunching. That's for the moms out there, the moms and dads. This is something that I would love for everyone to do together. Moms and dads, moms and moms, dads and dads, aunts, uncles, grandparents, anybody can learn a little bit more about color theory. And it's excellent when it comes to only having a small number of crayons. Hey, have you guys ever gone to a restaurant or the diner and good morning, Gwen, and they give you 3 crayons? Good morning, Victor. They give you 3 crayons. They give you red, yellow, and blue. Let's get that going, shall we? And you know what? One of my friends that watches gave me an idea. He said I should rewrite the kids' names. Well, I'm not going to write them right now because it would take a really long time. But I think I might write it on my new clean sketch pad. And then I have these really cool markers that are somewhere here. These are my brush markers, okay? And I'm really excited to show this to you. So the first colors, the primary colors, are red, yellow, and blue. I'm going to show this to you. My friend Dawn is watching. You know what I love about Dawn? She's a makeup artist. She knows this stuff. red. Now, just know that yellow might be a little bit difficult to see because it's on white paper, but I think you're going to be fine. I'm going to hold it up. Red, yellow, and blue. Okay. Sketch pad is as big as me, but I wanted to make sure you could see it. Those are your primary colors. Those are the crayons that when you go to, let's say, the diner or IHOP, they usually give you those. Sometimes they sneak in a green, but these are the ones that we're so familiar with. Now, red, yellow, and blue are primary, but when you add them together, they make secondary colors. So if red got together, let's say, with yellow, you know what color it would make? The easiest way to find out is to take your lighter color, like your yellow, and let's put it together. Let's put it down on the paper. I should get an assistant. Yogi, you should be helping me right now. And then if you add into that your red, okay, and I'm going to go this way. Oh, it does nothing. You know why? These are really bold markers, but I kind of thought that was going to happen because I tested it this morning. So I got out for you what it would be. Red plus yellow equals orange. That's what red and yellow make together. Now, when you use a crayon, sometimes it's a little easier to see it that way. Good morning, Mom. Good morning, Eddie. Then more magic happens. Because when you take yellow and you add blue, now this one is one of my favorites because it creates one of my favorite colors. So if we take a little bit of blue, maybe I'll go a little lighter this time for you. And I add my yellow, right? What color do you think it's going to be? Do you know? Maybe some of you out there even know this. Some of the kids. I don't know. But yellow and blue make green. Now, let me show you this. I know it doesn't look as impactful as I'd like it to, but if you cover this area of blue, doesn't that magically look more green? Ready? The blue influences your eye, but if you go like this, certainly looks a lot more like green to me. But just in case it didn't work, I did get out my friend green. Got it right here. You know, for Girls Gone Green, you can actually see it if I go like this. A little bit more. I'm not trying to convince you. It's not QVC. I'm not selling the markers. But I'm just saying that yellow and red make orange and yellow and blue make green. What else do we have left? We need to have red and blue get together. That's another one of my favorite colors. That's another secondary color. You ready to see what happens when red and blue hang out together? Yeah, let's check it out. I'm going to switch this around for 1 second because I stretched, but it doesn't mean I worked out. This book is kind of heavy. All right, so let's put this down here. I'm going to try something. I'm going to put the red, which is a pretty dominant color. Dominant meaning stronger, meaning dominant, meaning more aggressive color. So I put my red down here. Let's see. Okay. And if I color over it, I will tell you, these markers are beautiful. They're vibrant. but they don't blend that well. But that's okay, because guess what I have? Got just the color right here. It makes purple. Now, a really cool experiment that you could do maybe with your moms and your dads and whoever else is in charge at home is food color. Take food coloring in some water in maybe clear plastic cups or clear glass jars. I have some on my deck and I call them my rain experiment. Basically, what I did was one day I wanted to measure the rain. So I took, I'm going to show you a little drawing of what I did, and then we'll get to the tertiaries. I took a few jars and I put them outside on my deck. And in the little jars, I had 7. Do you know why? Because of the rainbow. Roy G. Biv. Ooh, that's another good thing I could draw for you guys. So I took the jars and I filled them up with the littlest bit of water. And I put a drop of color in each. I did, and I'll tell you the order I did, because it's the rainbow. Red, orange, do you know the next one? Want to know a trick? It spells Roy. What letter is the sound Y? That would be yellow. It's the letter Y. Yeah. In case you're wondering, I do make this up as I go along because I'm not a very scripted person. Green, blue, and then you're wondering, Donnie, you said there's 7. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and then purple? It's actually indigo and violet. Indigo is one of our tertiary colors. It's when you take purple and you mix blue in it. That's pretty intense. Indigo and violet. You know what color's not in the rainbow that I love? Pink. I mean, I'm sure it's there somewhere in the spectrum, but otherwise it would be Roy G. Piv, and that would be weird, I guess. Piv. So look, see? I still only have my markers that I had, but do you see what I did with indigo? I turned violet into indigo by adding blue. Yes. So I took my jars out on my deck because I wanted to measure the rain. And I put a little bit of water, which, you know, water is pretty much represented by blue in any picture, correct? But we all know water really should be clear. And it also gets represented by little waves. So I took 7 jars and I have a beautiful spectrum of water-filled jars. And really, it's fun. You guys should try it at home and then take notes like a science experiment. Day 1, no rain, no change. No evaporation happens. So the next thing I did with my jars is some of the jars I put a little bit of oil in to really further get my experiment going. And you know what I discovered? The jars that had the littlest bit of oil prevented the water from evaporating. It created a coating on the top of the water like an umbrella, and it blocked the water from leaving the jar. It also kind of looked a little gross after a while, but it was still really cool. You know what else I learned? And you could take notes and do this experiment yourself. Why don't you do it and find out which colors last the longest I think you'd be completely surprised. I know I was, because guess what? It wasn't what I thought. And you know what? I'm not going to tell you right now. I'd love you to do the experiment. So you get 7 glasses, cups, or jars, preferably clear, so that you could see the magic happen. And then you line them up outside with a little bit of your food coloring and a little bit of water. And if you want, you could even try to add a little bit of oil. You know what? I used cooking oil. I should have just used baby oil, because baby oil is clear. That and the cooking oil, just it looks yucky now. But it's beautiful when the sun shines through it. Because you know what happened? Bugs. Bugs did some dives into my jars. So now I had to skim them out. Yeah, bugs. I don't really mind bugs. I rehome them. So, okay, let's go back now. Oh, I dropped a marker. It's a lot to hold. I must have turned 2 pages back. Oh, I went the wrong way. I'm sorry. Okay. Red, yellow, blue. When you add them together, you get orange, green, and purple. Now, here's the fun part. Uh-oh. My marker's fell. Well, it's kind of all fun parts to me. All of this is fun to me. When you add them together, you get what's called tertiary colors. Now, this is a little bit more intense, but for the more advanced colorers out there, the ones that like to just be creative and color on their own, or when you find a picture, you like to really make the colors look true to what the item is. That's the kind of colorer I was. When I was a kid, if something was a certain color, I wanted to match it perfectly. Like, I couldn't just make the sky blue. I had to variegate it. Another one of my favorite words. I would make it varied. Some areas be light blue. Some areas be darker blue. It was fun that way. And to do that, you learn what the colors are that make them darker and lighter. But that's for another day. Today, we're learning the tertiary color next. So tertiary sounds like the number 3, right? I really should probably have looked it up to give you guys the root of it. But it's 3. It's when adding 3 colors. So you have your colors, primary, secondary, 2. Sounds like second, adding 2 together. Tertiary is by adding 3 together. But it's like, well, where do you get 3 colors? Well, aha. You see, it's when you take one of your secondaries and you add a primary to it, right? So you would make red, orange. And you should try that with your crayons. You would make blue, green, turquoise. You'd make indigo by adding blue to purple. There's so many cool things you can do with colors. It's amazing. Any questions? I know that's a lot of stuff, right? So let's say, for instance, I know, Esteban, this pandemic has been stinky. It's really not good. It's really not fun. And I'm trying to do the best to make the best of it, because honestly, you know what's really true? I'm going to show you a little picture. The best thing to do when you find a little cloud like this, I'm going to draw it for you. When we find a cloud, you got to find the silver lining. Because if you don't find the silver lining, then we wouldn't be here together. This is the silver lining. We are each other's silver lining. And yes, that is, Aunt Cecilia, a great question. That is how I learn to mix hair color together. That is how it works in the salon. Because we know that we have to also use certain colors to counteract other colors. For instance, there's then something called complementary colors. Now, if you really want to get intense on that, which we could talk about briefly or another day, is complementary colors and how to cancel out certain colors. And what I could do is next time I could bring a color wheel. I can make a color wheel very easily. Red, yellow, and blue is when you start them. And then, hold on one second, I'm going to do it for you. Green, orange, and violet. So this is like a color wheel, okay? So whatever is across from each other cancels the other one out. So if you want to make brown with your crayons, you would mix red and green. If you want to mix yellow and violet, you'll get brown a little bit lighter. Blue cancels out orange. That is definitely how I do it in the hair salon. That is, yep. That's how we do it. This is my little hair lady. It's how I do it in the salon. Yes, indeed. So I hope today helped you out a little bit. And if you want to, making a color wheel is fun too on your own at home. And you can cut pictures out of magazines. You don't even have to write the words red, orange, yellow, blue, green, all of that. You can get pictures and you can make a vision board. You can make a collage. That would be fun too. But then this is the perfect way, actually, which I don't have the colors, but the perfect way to show your tertiary. Because then when you add it, you get red violet, you get blue violet, you get blue green, you get yellow green, you get orange, and yellow orange. And that, my friends, those are your tertiary colors. Do you see what I mean? Primary, red, yellow, green. Red, yellow, blue. Secondary, orange, violet, green. Tertiary, red, violet, blue, violet, blue, green, yellow, orange, and orange. You want to know a good way to learn how to make your tertiary colors and where to put the words? Your primary color is always your dominant. So red plus violet is red violet because red's the primary, violet is the secondary. Blue violet. Blue is your primary, violet is your secondary. So it's blue violet. Blue green. Blue is your primary, green is your secondary. So you always put the secondary after the primary. Now that is pretty intense. I had fun with that. Did you have fun with that? I thought that was exciting. Now, what I'd like to do is we're going to have our vitamin time, say good morning to the kids. We're going to read our nugget of truth. And when we read our books, what I want you guys to look for today in the pictures is a way to identify your colors. Because now you know there's so much more than just red, blue, and yellow out there. And there's so much more than just orange, violet, and green. There's so many beautiful colors in the rainbow. And I think it's really important when you can identify them, you will say it. Like, you'll be like, look at that car, Mom. That car is a beautiful yellow green. What? Where do you see yellow? Oh, Mom, look closely. That's not just a true green car. I'm telling you, it's exciting. It opens up worlds for you because now art will look different. Your crayon box is going to look like a whole new world. It's so exciting. Okay, so let's do this. I need some water after that. Let us get out our kids' names. Let me get Alphabet. We're going to say good morning. And what I'm going to do is I have an idea for Sunday. We'll start A on Monday. Sunday, we'll still do colors. And by Sunday, I promise I'll rewrite the names of the kids. And I'm going to go in the order of the rainbow, in the order that they're on the list. I'm not going to pick them. And then you will get to see magically what color your name will be. Or, wait a minute. I have a code. I have it in my mind. I'm going to do it this weekend. I'm going to rewrite the names, and they're going to be colorful. It's so exciting. Alphabet, come on over with your green cape. Green. Now, this is a brilliant, bright, true green. I love the green on Alphabet's cape. Are you ready to say good morning? We've got lots of work to do. Good morning, TJ and baby Lewis, Julian, Matthew, Nicholas, and Quentin. Good morning, Ella, Ari, and Luca. Good morning, Lucia and Mia, Jax Lennon, Mark McCartney, Nina Starr. Good morning, Brianna and Lily, Alex and Hannah Lorraine, Cooper and Tori. Good morning, Liam and Harper, Tiffany, Emerson, and Ollie. Good morning, Colin, Lily, and Hunter. Good morning, Sophie and Giovanni, Graceland and Kaylee, Joseph and Roscoe, Scarlett, Juliet, Regina, Madison, Jack, Allie, Andrew. Good morning, Sawyer, Jane, and Liam. Good morning, Finn and Fletcher. Good morning, Anzor and Kai and Zach. Good morning, Corey over at YouTube. Good morning, Leah, Kristen, Holland, Austin, and Cooper and Tori, Paisley, Presley, and Liam. Good morning, Vinny and Joseph. Good morning, Patrick, Liam, and Melanie. Good morning, Jane and Liam. Lena and Sabina. Patrick and Nico. Good morning, Willow, Samantha, Frankie, Vanch, Vishaka, all the way from India. Good morning, Penelope, Snow, and Nikki from Maine. Leo, Tomas and Alec, Tony, Bella, AJ, Angelo, Fifi, and Little Joe. Good morning, Viviana and Bethany. Good morning, Joe Jr., Caitlin, Ryan, Lucas, and Isabella, Gwen's grandkids. Hi! Emma, Jake, Maddie, Tabia, Max, and Luca from Germany. Good morning, V and Izzy, Olivia Rose, Marin Rose, Molly. Oh my goodness, I love them so much and I miss them. James, Storm, Allie, and Emily. Jake and Kaylin. And of course, my two hearts that walk outside of my body, Carly and Courtney. They're so amazing. I love them. I can't believe my little girl's growing up. Anyhow, I'm not even going to go there right now. I've got like 10 days. So, good morning, everyone. I don't know where that song just came from, but it just appeared. Oh, it is Pizza Friday. Good morning, Corey. Thank you, Esteban. This is Alphabet. Alphabet signing out. Now, do you know what time it is now? Oh, Esteban, you know what? I'm going to let you pick the number today. Can you pick a number between 7 and 158? And today, while I get out my little yellow book, The Nugget of Truth book, The Beginner's Guide to the Universe by Mr. Mike Dooley. Love this book. I think one day I'm going to read it live, start to finish. Why not? I think that'd be a really cool day, and that I could do a day of peace. I'm not like a protester. Mary, silly pants, I asked Esteban. Okay? But maybe for you, I'll read it. Ooh, 300. Wait a minute. There's not 300 in there. It's from 7 to 158. There's not 300 pages. So, I mean, if I divide it by 2, it'd be 150. Because it is vitamin time. Oh, yeah. It's vitamin time. It's time to take your vitamins. Time to take your vitamins. I don't know where these songs are coming from today. I'm just full of energy. I got a lot of songs going on up in here. And I'm excited about all these colors that we're talking about. Because wait till you see what I do with the kids' names. In my hand, I have my 2 vitamins. I don't know what vitamin colors I have today. Are they purple? Are they pink? Is it another one of each day? Which would be amazing because I've been getting lots of one of each days. Yeah, in a row. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 2 pink! Oh boy. That means I'm going to make a silly face because these are sour. Okay, are you ready? Well, here goes nothing. How's that for vitamins? Whoa. Okay. While I was chewing my vitamins, which are very tart, I was doing a little math. I took Esteban's number, Esteban Junior Cruz. I love that name. I want to announce that name. And then Mary, and I divided 300 by 8. And I got a number, 37.5. So I'm going to go to page 37. That's what I'm going to do. It's my show. I can do whatever I want. It's my show and I can do what I want to. I'm singing today. So bizarre. Page 37. We've never read this page before. This. Where did my bell go? Uh-oh. I lost my bell. It's right here. Here we go. Page 37. While knowledge is indeed power, very little must be known to dream, act, manifest, and be happy. I love it. Wanting more is just the first sign of many that you're going to get it. Thoughts become things explains where you fit into the equation of reality creation. As a creator, yourself. This is magical, you guys. Come on. You know I'm all about this. And to come onto this page because of the math problem there. What mortals don't realize is that for every thought they think, the physical world is changed. Not knowing this is the main thing that makes us mortal. I have to read that again because I read it too fast and I didn't understand it. What mortals don't realize is that for every thought they think, the physical world is changed. Not knowing this is the main thing that makes us mortal. Nothing will change your life as much as changing your mind. Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. Wanting more is just the first sign of many that you're going to get it. I need to put a bookmark in this page. Where's my Jets thing? I'm putting a bookmark in this page because this is a magical page, page 37. I am so excited. Today we were talking about colors, you guys. I did this one before. And see, it was much better when I first did it. I don't know, maybe I didn't press as hard. But green looked a lot more like green there, the secondary. It's fine. It's fine. Anyhow, red, blue, and yellow. Don't forget, keep your eyes open for them in the books. Here we go. The night before kindergarten. 'Twas the night before kindergarten, and as they prepared, kids were excited and a little bit scared. They tossed and they turned about in their beds, while visions of school supplies danced in their heads. See? Purple, yellow, and orange. Just saying. Erasers and crayons and pencils galore were stuffed in their backpacks and set by the door. Outfits were hung in the closets with care, knowing that kindergarten soon would be there. In the morning it came. School starts today! Would the teacher be nice? Would they still get to play? Faces were washed and teeth were brushed white. Kids posed for pictures with eyes sparkling bright. Parents packed snacks and kids hopped in cars as if they were boarding a spaceship to Mars. Some kids brought blankets of their favorite stuffed bear or their favorite stuffed bear in hopes they could nap like they did in daycare. Their parents exclaimed, "You're big kids! Wow! Let us hold your bears and blankets for now." The parents were worried their children would cry if they left them at school with just a goodbye. So they told their darlings, "If you want, we can stay and make sure that everything will be a-okay." The teacher then greeted each one with a smile and invited the students to stay for a while. Look at the parents. They're all like, the room was all filled with toys, books, and maps. But where were the beds for the mid-morning naps? Oh, guys gotta stay awake now. They colored and painted and played Simon Says, then tumbled and skipped and stood on their heads. They sang silly songs from beginning to end. Within just a minute, each kid had a friend. The children were happy. They loved Miss Sunrise. It was she who was in for a giant surprise. When what to her wondering eyes should appear but sad moms and dads who were holding back tears. Their noses so sniffly, their eyes red and wet. This was the saddest goodbye Miss Sunrise had seen yet. She gathered the grown-ups on a magical rug, then sent them away after one final hug. The children all waved from the door of the school. "Don't cry, Mom and Dad. Kindergarten's cool." The Night Before Kindergarten by Natasha Wing illustrated by Julie Durrell. Yes, I could totally do that for you, Tarun. I could do it right now. I'm going to send it. I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to go to my messenger. I'm going to go to Tarun. And this is happening live because that's what we do here. Because otherwise, when I go to school, work, I'll forget. Ready? I sent it to you, sir. Okay. Are you excited? That was a great book. Lots of colors. Now, I found another book that has a very familiar character and also a very familiar color. Are you ready? Clifford, the small red puppy. That's a primary color. Hi, I'm Emily Elizabeth, and this is Clifford, my big red dog. Yesterday, my friend Martha said, I got my dog from a fancy pet store. Where did you get yours? So I told her how I got Clifford. When I was little, I lived in the city and I didn't have a dog. One day, the man down the hall called us. His dog had puppies. He wanted to give me one. One puppy was smaller than the next, and one was smaller than the rest. The man said, Don't take him. He is the runt. He will always be small and sick. But I love that little puppy. He needed me. I named my puppy Clifford. He was so tiny that I had to feed him with the doll's baby bottle. We got the smallest collar we could find for Clifford. It was too big. When he began to eat dog food, we had to watch him all the time. He was so little that he was always getting lost, even in our small apartment. Uh, he's in his shoe. Daddy said Clifford was just too small. He didn't think he could live through the winter. I was very sad. That night, I told Clifford I wished he would grow to be a big, healthy dog. I told him I loved him. Next morning, he looked bigger to me. He seemed to have an easier time eating his dog food, and his collar wasn't so loose. In fact, by the time Daddy got home, the collar was too small. By bedtime, Clifford's tiny basket seemed a little too small for him. So I let him sleep on my pillow again. That was a mistake. Next morning, Mommy thought Clifford looked different. Daddy said, I think he's growing. I decided to take Clifford for a walk. At the corner, I saw a big dog coming. I knew I should pick Clifford up so the big dog couldn't hurt him. I shouldn't have worried. Clifford was really growing. We ran home to show Mommy how big he was. Good morning. Had the door grown smaller? Daddy couldn't believe it. We put Clifford in the garden to sleep that night. In the morning, the lady upstairs called us. It was about Clifford. Oh, my goodness. In fact, all the neighbors were starting to notice. The landlord called the police. They came to see Clifford. They said Clifford would have to go. But how? He couldn't go through the door. There was just one way to get him out of our garden. You see that crane? We sent him to live with my uncle, who lived in the country. See him in the moving truck? I was sad. I missed my little puppy. And he missed me. One day we got a surprise. My uncle wanted Daddy to come work with him in the country. We moved right away. Clifford was waiting for me. I said, Clifford, stop growing. You're just right. So, I said to Martha, that's how I got my dog. Tell me again how you got your dog? Martha said, forget it. Psst. Clifford, the small red puppy. Now, we have to do our third book. And I thought I would do something about colors, but I really like the Clifford book. And I think I have another one. But maybe we'll do a Clifford day. On the day that we do the letter C, that's what we'll do. Because I already have a book right here. So, that's what we'll do. A is coming up on Monday. I think Sunday, we're going to talk a little bit more about colors. And, yeah, we'll finish that talk Sunday. More about colors. I'll find some colorful books. And I'm going to rewrite the kids' names. We're going to have some fun. Sunday Fun Day. This book, our third book for today, is called When I Was Little, a 4-year-old's memoir of her youth. I like the cover because look at all the secondary colors and tertiary colors, right? And then we also have light blue, purple, and pink. So pink is by taking red and adding white to it. That's easier to demonstrate with paint. When I Was Little, a 4-year-old's memoir of her youth by Jamie Lee Curtis, illustrated by Laura Cornell. When I was little, I was a baby. When I was little, I cried a lot. Now, I use words. No. Actually, it looks more like they'd be like, no! Animal crackers are so good, though. When I was little, I didn't know I was a girl. My mom told me. When I was little, I had silly hair, and now I can wear it in a ponytail or braids or pigtails or pom pom. When I was little, I didn't get to eat Captain Crunch or paint my toenails bubblegum pink. When I was little, I spilled a lot. My mom said I was a handful. Now I'm helpful. When I was little, I rode in a baby car seat. Now I ride like a grown up and wave at the policeman. When I was little, I went to Mommy and Me. Now I go to nursery school and I have teachers and cubbies and nap time and secrets. When I was little, I didn't understand timeouts. Now I do, but I don't like them. Oh, there's some yellow green. I spy with my little eye yellow paint, red paint, blue paint, green paint. Never a coincidence, guys. I never pre read the books. There's always a thread that runs through them, telling you it's amazing. When I was little, I made up words like Scoopy Loo. Now I make up songs. When I was little, I swam in the pool with boys. I still do, but now we wear bathing suits, but we don't wear floaties. Oh, got it. When I was little, the slide at the park was so big. Now it's smaller, but I still like my granny to wait at the bottom for me. When I was little, I ate goo and yucky stuff. Now I eat pizza and noodles and fruit and Cheetos, especially because today's Pizza Friday. When I was little, I had 2 teeth. Now I have lots and I know how to brush them. When I was little, I slept in a zoo. Now I sleep in a big bed and get to play monkey, like cheeky monkey. When I was little, I kissed my mom and dad goodnight every night. I still do, but only after they each read me a book and we play tickle torture. When I was little, I didn't know what a family was. When I was little, I didn't know what dreams were. And when I was little, I didn't even know who I was. Now I do. Speaking of cheeky monkey, we're gonna do our sending out of love. We missed it. I put it in a different spot today. I figured, you know what? We'll do it now, and that's how we'll end our Friday. Tomorrow I have work. I mean, I love work, don't get me wrong, but I miss reading to you guys on Saturdays. I just can't get up any earlier, and I have to be at work by 9:30. Oof. I mean, if I ever wake up super duper early and can't fall back to sleep, maybe I'll do it. But I have to be honest, I really like to sleep in a little bit so that I can go to work. Okay, are you ready? What's going on, Bartholomew? You know what? We still have to send love and light to my friend Deanna. And we could send love and light because light comes in all colors for all people everywhere that's watching. And that's what we're going to do. Let's get the gang, right? We got Lammy for hugs. We got Cheeky Monkey when you're sad and blue. We've got Elephant who never forgets. We've got Music Bear because music changes everything. It makes the world a better place. Cecilia will heal ya. Piggy for loyalty. And then, of course, my buddy over here, Dragonfly. For those that are not here. So, this is what I want to do. On the count of 3, we're going to send love and light out to everybody to have a most amazing weekend until I'm back here again live on Sunday. And I want to say that I am so grateful to each and every one of you for being here. And I'm so excited for you to have a wonderful Friday. It's beautiful outside. And get outside. Get your feet on the earth. It'll feel good, and trust me. And I want to send love, light, prayers of peace and healing out to Patty Cakes and Deanna and anybody who needs it. My friend Judy, maybe. She has a bad problem with her neck. So we're going to heal her neck with some green healing light. Okay? Are you ready? To anyone out there that needs a prayer or needs some love, please just know that we're sending this to you too. So put the person that you're thinking of right here in your head. Then let them travel all the way down to your heart. And then from your heart, spread the thoughts out to your whole being, every part of you, your soul. And then think about them and send a beam of light from your heart to me, and I'll send it from me to you. And guess what? We could change the vibration of the world. Are you ready? On the count of 3. 1 from your head, 2 from your heart, 3 from your whole being. Go! Yes, that was awesome. You guys are amazing. Now let's breathe our way out of here, you guys. Okay. Whew. You're welcome. Thank you for being here, Corey, Esteban, Tarun. Oh my gosh, Mom, everybody that's here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Here we go. Gratitude will change your attitude. Let's do it, Friday. I am grateful. I am joy. I am love. I am ready. Your right hand goes on your left shoulder. Your left hand goes on your right. Give yourself a squeeze from me, a hug so tight. Know that I love you, and I'm so excited that we're here together. And I will see everyone live again on Sunday. Tomorrow, I'll play a repeat. Bye.